My name is Lisha Clenceris. I'm the director of the ESL program at Hodges University. So that we may begin, I'd like to invite Dr. Jeanette Brock, Executive Vice President of Academic Affairs, to the podium.
Good morning. Happy holiday season. We are all here today to celebrate your success. We are so proud of what you've done. We are so proud to have you be part of the Hodges University family. So we're going to show you our appreciation by giving you diplomas today. So welcome.
At each ESL graduation ceremony, we ask an active member and leader of our community to share this day in recognition of your achievements in completing your English language program. Today we have invited David Plazas, the engagement editor of the News Press, to join us and speak to you. David's work at the News Press consists of serving on the editorial board and overseeing digital journalism and community engagement for the newspaper. Over the years, he and his staff have received numerous awards for excellence in journalism, two of which included first-place awards from the Society of Professional Journalists and the Florida Press Association. Since 2005, David has received the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Champion of the Movement Award, the Hispanic Association on Corporate Responsibility's Young Achievers Award, Gannett Company's Supervisor Recognition Award, and Lincoln University's Unity Award for Public Service Journalism. Recognized in Gulf Shore Business Magazine's 40 Under 40, David is a lifetime member of the National Association of Hispanic Journalists and of the Gannett Foundation Local Board. He has served on diversity and innovation committees for Gannett Company and as community conversation editor for the News Press and founding editor of the award-winning Gaceta Tropical, Southwest Florida's first weekly Spanish language newspaper. A holder of bachelor and master's degrees in journalism from Northwestern University, as well as an MBA from Florida Gulf Coast University, David's areas of expertise in editing and reporting also include public safety, health, government, and education. President McMahon, Dr. Brock, guests, ESL faculty and students, please welcome David Plazas to the podium.
Thank you so much. I should add one distinction as well as an advisory board member of the Hispanic Institute here at Hodges University. I'm just honored to be a part of this. And I thank Dr. McMahon and Dr. Brock. They should thank you so much. This invitation has been wonderful. So I appreciate you. And I wanted to share a couple of thoughts about my background and also my journey in looking at it through the prism of learning a language itself. My father famously recounts how when he left South America to come to the United States for graduate school in the mid-1960s, he bought a book in the airport promising to make him fluent in English in 15 minutes. That's right. He's a logical and wise man, and inherently knew that it would take far longer than that, but he did not realize how difficult it would be until he came to Chicago, where he eventually met my mother, and where my siblings and I were eventually born. Not only was he dealing with a new language, but with a dialect with which he was not familiar. He had attended seminary in the country of Colombia, so he was more proficient in Greek and Latin than he was in English. And the little that he knew had been spoken in a British dialect. Any of you who studying in another country, you know that sometimes British English becomes the dominant way of teaching English. However, in Chicago, he wasn't hearing about the tube, the train in England, but rather the L, which is our elevated track. It's proof positive it's not just about learning the language, but understanding the regional context as well. My dad struggled through school, but like you, he studied every day and he did it. He graduated with a doctorate and eventually became a college president. As the Austrian-British philosopher Ludwig Wittgenstein said, the limits of my language are the limits of my world. I'll say that again, the limits of my language are the limits of my world. Fast forward 3 decades later, and I was a junior in college getting ready to spend a year abroad in Spain. Being the son of a Colombian father and a Cuban mother, and having studied Spanish in college, I was sure it would be easy, piece of cake. That is until I arrived in Sevilla, an early bit of Seville, Spain. I read the street signs perfectly, but I could barely understand what people were saying. The Andalusian dialect was so different from what I was used to that I spent my first few weeks listening intently and squinting my eyes, hoping to make out what people were saying. It was worse for many of my classmates who did not have the background I did. But by the end of the year, I was excelling, and comprehension was no longer a problem. A combination of daily reading of school books and newspapers, conversing with natives, and watching lots and lots of Spanish television. Investing in truly learning Spanish helped me as I spent a month in Colombia spending time with my grandparents and my cousins, and embarking on a project to understand my own identity. It helped as I went to Costa Rica for a month to study some rich literature, and it helped when I took an internship in Mexico City to cover that municipality's history, culture, and society. In 2004, I had the opportunity to become the first editor of Southwest Florida's first weekly Spanish language publication, Gaceta Tropical, translated as the Tropical Gazette. My background, my studies, and my study abroad paid off. It wasn't easy because I was not a native speaker, rather a gringo Latino, a US-born Hispanic who was English dominant. But with the help of a strong staff and columnists who wrote about healthcare, immigration, and the economy, we helped create a bridge for people whose primary language was Spanish. My bicultural heritage became an asset in helping direct people to services and opportunities and highlighting their struggles and achievements. The lessons of how not knowing the language can marginalize you were made apparent in my conversations with numerous people throughout my years at Gaceta. I once encountered a man who waited for hours in a line at a driver's license office because someone told him that's where he would get his change of license tag, which was at a time when it wasn't in the same building. So I directed him to the right place about 5 miles north, but he was too afraid to ask somebody for help. People were afraid to report crimes to the police, such as domestic violence and theft, because they did not know where to go, how to report it, and whether they could trust the authorities in this nation given their experiences in their home countries. Some were afraid to take risks in business because of the language barrier. Learning a new language is not easy. It's not just about understanding what the words mean, but it's about also having the confidence to participate in the society you're living in a meaningful way. It's easy to become isolated, to be pushed aside, and to be marginalized if you can't communicate effectively. So the sacrifices that you all have made for yourselves and for your families to learn English and to immerse yourselves and participate in society are an entryway into greater wisdom and prosperity. Before I begin, I just want to give you a quick round of applause because thank you for committing yourself. And thank you to Hodges University. And for your hard work, you created a bridge to enhance your opportunity to succeed in this nation and in Southwest Florida. Because learning a language is more than learning definitions and reading street signs. Learning a language is about understanding context, humor, irony, and poetry. It's about experiencing a culture and helping others experience it too. American society is very rich, and this country is replete with a history of multicultural societies that have influenced regions of this nation and made it stronger. The Southwest culture has deep roots in its combinations of indigenous and Spanish heritage. New York City, our most diverse city, has experienced a combination of immigration from the United Kingdom, Southern and Eastern Europe, Africa, Asia, the Caribbean, and Latin America. You are part of the fabric of this nation that is helping strengthen it. Demographic changes in this nation show that immigration and the growing number of minorities will create a situation where there will be no majority race in the next 30 years. This nation will change. However, in the foreseeable future, the language of commerce and society will be English. I'll say that again, for the foreseeable future, the language of commerce and society in this nation will be English. And you know that. Which is why, again, it's fundamental that you've committed yourself to learning the language and becoming fluent. Heed the words of Nobel laureate and former South African President Nelson Mandela, who once said, "If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his own language, that goes to his heart." That leads me to my journey of learning a new language. New languages, actually. After I left Gaceta Tropical in 2006, I became our opinion editor. But 3 months ago, I was asked to assume a new role as engagement editor, to lead the News Press Media Group's digital efforts, to grow our readership on our computers, tablets, smartphones, all those technical gizmos that everybody has today. In that role, there's a need to learn more about technology than I ever wanted to know, and to understand the architecture of the internet. So in September, when I attended the conference of the Online News Association, the largest association dedicated to digital journalism, One big takeaway from it was that the journalists of the 21st century would also know the languages of coding and programming. The languages that build and refine the websites that have become essential to reaching people across the world for business, news, entertainment, and connecting with one another. I'm a right-brained individual. I like creative studies. So the whole notion of programming and coding, that was anathema to me. That was something that was not something I wanted to do until I realized how fundamental it was to succeed in the career that we are today. So I've enrolled in online classes to learn about the languages of programming, like HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. It's not exactly learning a whole new language. After all, my classes are in English. However, it's a different way of thinking, and there's little room for error. And it's learning a new and essential way to communicate in the world I'm living in today. It's not easy because it's about learning from scratch a new way of thinking. But I know I need it to become successful. When futurist Edie Weiner visited Fort Myers last year, she told her audience something that made their jaws drop. Have you ever heard that myth that it's harder for adults to learn a language than it is for kids? Well, she debunked that. She said that adults simply become more flustered than children when they make mistakes. How many of you have gotten frustrated when you're saying something, somebody corrects you? You're trying to think about that word. What exactly does it mean because of all the nuances in the English language? And the same thing translating into Spanish or Creole or Portuguese or whatever language they speak. So we believe it's natural when a child makes a mistake while learning a new concept, a new equation, or even how to ride a bicycle. For an adult, a mistake tends to bring embarrassment, and that creates barriers to success. And I remember that as I enrolled in these classes. And you all, Hodges University students, you put aside those barriers. You put aside any embarrassment to do what's right for you and your families, sometimes struggling to learn the English language. I'm proud of you, and you are inspirations to me in my journey to learn, hopefully to become fluent in programming and coding language. And my hope is that by this time next year, I'll be sufficiently proficient in programming language as you all are in English. I wish you the best of success always, and I encourage you to never stop learning, and to pass on this love of learning to your children and theirs in order to help build a stronger and more prosperous society. May you be well, and may you all have a wonderful holiday season. Thank you very much again for the invitation.
Okay, so we will, thank you, David. We will begin our certificate ceremony, so if every student from level 1 who's receiving their certificate could line up over here where Ms. Luz. Jocelyn Cabrera. Jocelyn. Jamile Arias. Jamile. Francia Morales. Francia. Ishle Honore. Ishle. Ruth Bacaya. Ruth. Rosario Alba Mayaute. Rosario. Yuba Fernandez. Yuba. Oksana Doroshenko. Oksana. Johnny Fernandez. Johnny. Luis Calero. Waldo Mendez. Waldo. Edward Sanjean. Edward. Komari Tanat Tirakul. Komari. Beatriz Cabrera. Beatriz. Imari Torres Montero. Imari. Yaismelis González. Yaismelis. Ismael Machado Mosquera. Ismael. Juan Casas. Juan. Andrés Perillo. Andrés. Valentín Sánchez. Valentín. Janelli Arcola. Janelli. Mabeti Borges. Mabeti. Sonia Rodríguez. Sonia. Rosmar de Souza. Rosmar. Dulce Valdez. Dulce. María Vázquez. María. Anax Pierre. Anax. Loida Crespo. Loida. Kayla Romero. Kayla. Anybody else from level 1? Congratulations, level 1. You just completed the hardest part of this journey, so we're very proud of you. Good for you. Keep going. Level 2, can you line up, please, at the left? Level 2. Justo de la Ovaldez. Justo. I hope I passed my name test here. Okay. Maritza Lima. Maritza. Marianne Rodriguez. Marianne. Gaidi Dominguez. Gaidi. Ariana Osorio Estrada. Ariana. Fabián Desir Basil. Fabián. Shelka Cesar. Shelka. Karina Ramirez de Lopez. Karina. María Cedeño. María. Carla Pérez. Carla. Giovanna Boyce. Giovanna. Okay. Verónica Aguilar. Verónica. Fedli Delis. Fedli. Andy Elba. Andy. Dayami Kongora. Dayami. Israel Triguero. Israel. Osvaldo Páez. Osvaldo. Danuta Pavelek. Danuta. Senai Luima. Senai. Carlene Lumis. Carlene. Miguel Mejia. Miguel. Anyone else from level 2? Good job, level 2, intermediate level. Sometimes that's the most difficult place to be, right? You know a lot, but don't know enough. So keep working at it. Level 3 students, could you line up at the left, please? Asisa Israilova. Asisa. Sungyun Cho. Sungyun. Sarah Ukeri. Sarah. Desiree Tiki. Desiree. Mary Vega. Mary. Cataline Maranzini. Cataline. Diary Alfonso. Diary. Mansi Patel. Mansi. Sidonia Sernakova. Sidonia. Maria Arcila. Maria. Marilyn Monroy. Monroy. Marilyn. Parents had some fun with that. How are you? Good. Monica Gilcapri. Monica. Giselle Santana. Giselle. Blanca Vera. Blanca. Chanelis Montes de Oca. Chanelis. Marta Saavedra. Marta. Galina Musachio. Sakio. Galina. Gabriela. Gabriela. Ana Betancourt. Ana. Miguel Hernández. Miguel. Antoniel Benel. Antoniel. Christian Guillen. Christian. Any more level 3 students? Congratulations, advanced level 3. Good job. Especially to those of you who started with us in level 1 and have completed at the advanced level, we're so proud of you. Teachers, can you join me on stage? Your professors have some special recognition awards that they would like to award to one individual in each of your classes for outstanding performance.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. My name is Daisy Dominguez, and this term I taught integrated skills and writing to students in level 1, groups A and B. Working with the ESL department here at Hodges is a real honor. Teaching multicultural classes have allowed me to continue to enrich my personal and professional experience as a teacher. I always tell my students that despite having or not the capacity or the ability to learn a second language, in order to reach their ultimate goal, they must show a positive attitude, be very perseverant, and be very, very dedicated. Today I have the honor to present a special recognition certificate to a student who performed at her best and all along demonstrated that when there is a will, there is a way. She is from the Dominican Republic and her name is Ruth Bacallao. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Dayami Martinez. I teach level 1 writing and grammar. And today we are here to present the recognition, special recognition for a student in 1B. This semester I had the privilege of teaching grammar and writing to a group of students who just began this journey. After a few weeks, the group was getting along pretty well. The students were enthusiastic and attentive. Then, at the end of the semester, when it was time to choose one for this recognition, it was difficult to make a decision. However, there is a student in this group that her dedication to help others and her attendance were impressive. If she continues with this dedication and hard work, I know she will exit the ESL program with excellent grades and graduate from Hodges University in the near future. The special recognition in 1B is for Yaismelis Gonzalez.
morning, everyone. My name is Luz Chilson, and this semester I taught grammar and writing to level 1. Before I start, I want to mention that my 1C group, which is the one that I am presenting, was an excellent group. The students were all committed, and because they were so good, they all passed to level 2. Very good. But we have to pick one, which is difficult, so we picked one. So the student I have the pleasure to present with the special recognition was in 1C. Since day one, she was committed to her studies and serious about learning English. She attended the great majority of her classes and was always prepared with pertinent questions. She was respectful of her teachers and fellow students. Besides the notebook for her class, she had a little notebook, and she was always taking little notes and asking questions that she heard outside the classroom. She'd say, "Teacher, I heard this. How do I say this?" She took everything we taught her and used it in her life. She would come to class with questions about what she had heard outside the class. She was helpful to her fellow classmates and explained things in Spanish, I hate to say, during breaks. All in all, she exhibited all the qualities of the student this award is given for. It is my pleasure to present Hani Fernandez with the special recognition.
Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Sharzad Takamov, and I'm an ESL teacher. And this term I taught integrated skills in writing to levels 1C and 1D. And first of all, I would like to thank everybody in that class, in those two classes actually, for making my first term teaching here. Great term. I really enjoyed, and you know that, I really enjoyed every one of you. And I got to know you personally, and I think you're really beautiful people, all of you. But I wanted to tell you that I finished ESL program here in 2007 myself. And one thing that I got out of this that helped me a lot in my life was trying. And I've told you this before, every one of you. You don't try, nothing happens. You try, everything will happen. You try, and try. Whether you go to level 2 or whether you leave, you try, and try. Yes? Okay. Well, we had to choose a student, and it was really difficult, as Lou said. And the student that I have the pleasure to present this recognition award is Gisele Honore.
Hello, everyone. You should be happy, right? I mean, I'm really proud of presenting this award today for level 2A. It was really hard, but all teachers prior me said. But I mean, I have a student who graduated, went to the University of Camagüey in Cuba for medicine, and I hope she continues the way she's doing here. We'll have a future doctor here too. And a perfect score, 100% in grammar, 100% in writing, and 100% in integrated skill. I'm really proud to present this certificate for Dayamis Góngora.
teach grammar in level 2A and 2B. Every semester is a new and exciting beginning for all of us. It brings a wave of anticipation, expectations, dreams, and achievements. This fall semester was a great one for the students in level 2B. I have come across a group of people who have been here for a very short period of time, but they were very determined to learn fast. Among all of them, I would like to nominate a special one, a hardworking, serious, responsible young student who also had an excellent attendance. She's not here today, unfortunately, but the special recognition prize goes to Lisandra Nunez.
Good morning, my name is Julia Kimball. This term I was teaching level 2C and 2D, grammar, writing, and integrated skills. And I'm presenting the Special Recognition Award for level 2C. Several students in this class have been considered for this award, but in the end, the teachers decided that this one student has shown the greatest effort in all of the classes. In class, she always paid attention, was very motivated to learn, submitted her assignments on time, and displayed a very good attitude. She has made a lot of progress in English this semester. When she couldn't come to class, I always received an email from her explaining the circumstances and the reason she couldn't attend a class. I have never had a more courteous student. No wonder she was a teacher in her country. The award goes to Karina Ramirez de Lopez.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jean Smart, and as you know, I'm from the beautiful Caribbean island of Jamaica. It is my pleasure today to present the special recognition for level 2D. I taught integrated skills, writing, and grammar in 2C and 2D this term. The student that the other professors and I have selected is a student who is passionate about learning, very excited about grammar and writing. But not only was she excited about learning modal auxiliaries, but she was also excited to learn about what Microsoft Publisher could do when we were making thank you cards. She's an artist in her own country and was not aware of all the advances that were available, and she had fun with that as well. So we explored many different areas, not just English and grammar, but we also upgraded our computer skills in class as well. A very, very pleasant student. She was rarely absent. She sat up front, always had very good questions, and like other students here, had questions about expressions she had heard outside of the class. She brought those in, and we talked about those. She was very, very much interested in justice and fairness, and wanted everybody to be quiet, as they should, when other students were speaking, because she always wanted to know what her classmates were asking and what they were saying. It is my pleasure today to present this special recognition. Unfortunately, the student is not here, but do join me in congratulating Angela Paredes of 2D.
Hello everybody, my name is Anna Wakeman and I was teaching this semester level 2E and 3A, but today I'm presenting a award to level 2E. Let me tell you a little bit about this student. She was always in the classroom. She's got 100% attendance. She was there every day. She was one of the hardest working students I have ever taught in my career at Rogers University. She's an exceptional student who is always eager and ready to learn. She is also a very kind and helpful student. She has never had a problem working with someone in a group. She's one of the nicest students I have had the privilege to teach. She is always attentive and on task, and she works towards her fullest potential. She is also a role model for her fellow students. Always on time, always prepared, and always ready. She was a great asset to my level 2E. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present Giovanna Foyce.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Anita Montgomery, and I teach level 3 grammar and writing and level 2 grammar. Today I'm going to present a student from level 3A. He came to our program in September. He was a new student. He is a young man from Cuba, and from the very beginning, he showed us that he came here to learn. He was very enthusiastic about English. He was always asking questions, which was interesting and challenging at the same time. He had a good attendance, and he had a very positive attitude in the classroom towards the learning process, towards the rest of the students, and towards the teachers. So please congratulate Michael. Michael.
Happy holidays, everybody. I'm Renee Newell, and I teach level 3 B and C, Integrated Skills in Writing. To give you an idea of the talent in our classes, the students have goals, 3 of them to become doctors, 2 of them to become attorneys, 2 of them to become accountants, and a psychologist. In the 3B class, I recognize a young lady who's persistent, determined, and so focused that she pointed out each error, whether mine or my students. She's sweet, a leader in the class, and a whiz at photo editing. Galina Misaki.
Good morning, everybody. Hey, before I give my special recognition award, let me thank 3B and 3C classes for being such wonderful students. I really enjoyed teaching you. It was very good experience. In 3C, we've done some heated discussions, and we've shared some news, and we've written a couple of essays. Which was fun sometimes. Yeah, as a journey. And I'm presenting a special recognition award for level 3C, which I taught grammar and writing. And we spent 3 hours a day together. So quite some time, quite, big amount of time together. And it was a hard decision for me and Ms. Newell to choose only one student because many deserve this award.
but we chose the most dedicated one, the most determined one, the one who was always there and was always ready to write my essays. And she took the CPAT and she passed it, and she's going to continue her education at Hodges University. Congratulations, Maria Arcila.
Except for you as role models, I can think of no greater role models than our ESL faculty who teach you guys who come from over 30 different countries. Their talent, their hard work, their dedication, and their diversity. We have professors from Cuba, Colombia, Romania, Russia, Jamaica, Poland, Bulgaria, United States, Russia, and Uzbekistan. So please give them a hand and thank them. It's not easy to learn another language or come to school 5 days a week for 24 hours a week, and some of you have full-time jobs and families to care for, yet you make the time to come to class and learn the material. And for those students who came 100% of the time, did the 360 hours of class time, we would like to acknowledge your attendance, your perfect attendance. So if you could just stand. Francia Morales, Annex Pierre, Dulce Valdez, Shelka Cesar, Maria Velasco, Luis Calero. Could you stand, please? Thank you for coming every day. You make our jobs easier. And you are good role models for your fellow students. And we would also like to acknowledge the level 3 students who passed the CPAT entrance exam that we give here at Hodges University. You people who will be going on to pursue degree studies here at Hodges. Could you stand? Maria Arcila, Diary Alfonso, Osmichael Bernal, Ana Betancourt, Mansi Patel. Good job and good luck. We'll see you here on campus. All of us at Hodges University recognize the commitment of time and money that you and your loved ones have made so that you could get your certificate today and begin 2013 as a more fluent speaker of English. We, the professors, thank you for making the sacrifices and completing the work. Being a part of your learning and watching you grow in your knowledge and command of English is a joy and an inspiration for us, and it is the reason why we teach. Finally, as we end the year, I'd like to leave you with a parting wish for the new year in the words of English poet Edith Lovejoy Pierce. We will open the book. Its pages are blank. We are going to put words on them ourselves. The book is called Opportunity, and its first chapter is New Year's Day. Happy New Year, everybody. Have a lovely holiday.
I would like us all to give a round of applause for Alicia and her hardworking faculty. We are so fortunate here at Hodges University to have such a dedicated faculty, to have such a dedicated leader, and the students are also recipients of their talent. So let's give them a round of applause. This is a joyous time of the year where we celebrate with our families and friends, and you should be so proud of your accomplishments and what you have done for yourself and for your families. We welcome you into the Hodges University family. We wish you well in the future, and happy holidays. Thank you.
Please thank David Process for coming to speak to you today.